What's up, everybody? It is your boy Dev Hall, man. We got a whole nother show going on today this season. And guess what? A lot of people been valuing my opinion on music. You know, we have a lot of different things going on with myself. I am the host of the Dev Hall Show, but now I'm the host of Next Up with Dev Hall. Next Up is basically a show that consists of rappers sitting on the couch with me as I discuss their projects, their singles, their performances, their labels, the process of making certain musics, instrumentals, things in that sort. You know, I previously had Mitch Lakes, the guy singing right next to me, on the Dev Hall Show to promote his Make a Move EP, and also Mitch Lakes and Friends. You know, listening to Mitch over, I want to say, the last 6 months to a year, I want to say, you know, guys, time be flying like that before we know it. You know, I've been noticing his style, his wittiness, his delivery, and also his wordplay. You know, listening to him, I really feel as though he in his class of his own, like my favorite rapper, Kendrick. You know, it's a lot of rappers in Philly that got a certain style, and I believe he's one of the few rappers that, you know, shy away from the crowd to the point where he creates his own lane, you know. So we have the pleasure to have the one and only Mitch Lakes on Next Up with Dev Hall, and also he just recently dropped, well not recently, but recently dropped his latest project, The Lake Show, and also his latest single, With Love. Ladies and gentlemen, Mitch Lakes.
My guy.
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
What's going on, bro?
Nothing much, man. Yo, all I want to say is congratulations on everything that's going on with your life.
Appreciate that.
And also congratulations on your music. You just recently dropped a single, EP.
Yeah.
And EP, but we're going to touch on this EP first.
Right.
The EP you just recently dropped was The Lake Show.
Right.
I want to say, was it 8 songs on this?
Yeah, it was 8.
8 songs on this project. Now, your previous project, you had 4.
Right. 4 tracks.
4 tracks. Now, we doubled up this time.
Right.
What was the reason on the double up for the Lake Show?
Time-wise, it was close to like being the same time because they was like shorter on length.
Okay.
So more tracks, shorter on the length, but I just wanted to give them more variety type. You know what I mean? There was a lot of songs out. A lot of people wanted me on like a few freestyle beats that I did on Instagram. They wanted them to hear them live. So
right.
I just like whatever the crowd want, whatever the people want. That's what I gave to them. So 8, I ain't want to do too much. I ain't want to do too little, but I just felt like that was cool.
Right. Now, going from the first song, Big Lip Bandit. Now, where did that title come from, if you don't mind me asking?
It really was from, I was really going to put that on a different beat.
Okay.
The name just popped up in my head, though. Like, I just felt like that's what type time I was on.
Right.
It was after a trip we took out New York, and it just popped up while I was out in New York. We had a show out there, and that's just stuck with the beat. But you know, that was a Hove joint, so I had to be on my.
No,
you
right.
know what I mean?
Right.
Had to be on my top game on that joint. But the name that just came up out of nowhere, and it just matched the lyrics too and my style on it. So
yeah, like speaking of your lyrics and the style, was one lyric or a bar you said on there. You saying some won't respect you till they fear you. I fear who? Listen.
Right.
Bro, y'all know, for those that watch me on my snaps, y'all, I be getting hyped when I hear bars that really touch, yo. Cause I feel the same way. Like, who the fuck do I fear? Like that's real shit. Like, by you writing those lyrics and things and that sort, like, how do you decipher, like, what you're gonna say on certain beats? Like, do the beats speak to you? Like, if that makes sense?
For sure. It's like, whatever, like, vision I see, it's like certain times I'm already tapped in. Like sometimes I may have something like previously written,
right?
Or I may get tapped back into it. Like if I listen to that beat and I could go right back to what I was writing. Sometimes I start over, whereas like I'm not really feeling that what I wrote earlier today, and I may snap into a different zone type.
Right.
Certain times they connect, sometimes they don't, but it really be off like my gut feeling. Like I don't never like overthink the music, like you feel what I'm saying? So whatever usually I think on the beat, it just come out naturally type, bro. I don't really think too much on it.
Damn,
Yeah. Shout out to Cole. Shout out to 21. This was a good job. Yeah. Yeah. I know a lot of this come with the grind. Chasing a dream, it was a job. Enough with the waiting, you wasting your time. They will replace you, blink of an eye. I see a shot, I'ma shoot. She getting loose, I'ma just wait for
right, like, now one thing I want to say on the Lake Show.
Right.
Honestly, it was a song, I believe it was called A Lot, 21. And, J. Cole. And, he had a song called No Cap, No Bullshit.
Right.
And I really feel as though it's up there with J. Cole and 21 John. And it may have surpassed, well, we know it surpassed, but I don't know if it surpassed 21 verse because 21 was spitting, but it's up there with their shit.
Right.
It's mentioned with their names. And like, you was getting a lot of feedback from that. You was fucking it up to the point where you even made a video for it.
Right.
Like, what made you decide to rap on that beat? And also freestyle on that type of beat?
I really I've been hopping on a lot of cold beats, and it hasn't been like intentional.
Okay.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? It just so happened. I just been fucking with the beat. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I've been liking the vibe, but that particular beat, I wasn't going to touch, but it's just like the people. Like I said, like anybody who send me like instrumentals or like, bro, I hear you on this,
right?
And I like play my pockets on it. I attack it different. So I originally had something else written to it, and he could attest to that. And he was like, he said it, but he ain't really said it. He ain't really say it. I just thought I could go stronger on it. I could attack it a little different.
Okay.
So I wrote again to it.
Okay.
And then I'm like, I'm
we got two different Johns, all right.
Exactly. And the other one not too bad neither. Don't get it like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Don't get it wrong.
But it ain't messing with this one?
Yeah. I just felt more, I got in a real zone with that, and I started floating on it. And that verse took probably 20 minutes, to be honest. Once I got in the rhythm of what I wanted to say, it took 20 minutes once I was done.
Right.
And me driving, that was by accident. I was taking my sister to the terminal, and she was like, I was going to do it at the crib, and she was like, yo, you might as well do it at the car.
Right.
So it was like, everything was in the spur of the moment. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everything was in the spur of the moment. That was my sister telling me to record that, not me. So
that was lit, man. I ain't gonna hold you when you recorded it. When I see something and I like that shit, I'm gonna screen record that joint, post right on my page. I don't know, this joint lit. Like, he right on it. Like, when I heard it,
And even, I don't even mean to cut you off, but to get back to the visual, that was all the people too. Like, I just, you know what I mean? They wanted to see it more. They wanted to hear it more. So I'm like, I might as well put a little visual out so they could. And I still wanted to reach a certain peak just off the strength of maybe it ain't get to the crowd that it need to touch yet. So I thought a visual would definitely help push that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. I was gonna ask you this. Do you feel as though you hopping on a popular beat showed you more attention than you actually rapping on an original beat that you rap on?
Sometimes.
Okay.
And that's where I still try to find my balance with that too, because I don't want to put more material out on another motherfucker beat. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I still want to stick to my guns and still make sure I'm giving me on original beats rather than just going off a beat that somebody already made. But depending on whatever the team think, whatever you know what I mean, I'll attest to it just off the strength of, all right, we can play with it a little bit if remixes going out just to get some traffic.
Right.
And just knowing that balance type shit, you feel what I'm saying? Because that's key with it, but just not overdoing it. But I definitely think it's important because people want to hear you on certain type beats in this era of music. So you still want to attest to the people as well. Yeah, the reason I asked that, I feel as though you the type of rapper that make great original songs. To be honest with you, you can switch it up to your creativity versus having Sensei on your song and shit. I think I said your name. Yeah.
Him on a song where it's an actual song, and shit like that, opposed to you just killing it on a beat that's, hot at the particular moment.
Right.
Now, I feel like a lot of rappers shy away from that because they feel as though people not gonna take them as serious. You feel me? But you already making that transition.
Right.
You feel me? So to summarize everything I'm saying, do you see yourself continuing to rap on these type beats, or are you just gonna try to just go back to rapping on the originals?
So I'm gonna give y'all like volume 2, and then that'll be it with the remixes.
Okay.
I'm gonna finish 19 with pretty much all original beats.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I just wanna still give my identity out there. I still wanna give people like, I'm just not no, you know what I mean, remix, even though
remix.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? I'm not heavy, like I'm not in the drought wave, like I ain't in that joint right now. I just wanna like let them know, like, listen, I could step over here, but this is where I'm at. Like, this is Mitch Lakes over here. So we're going to tap into that real soon after volume 2, after that drop.
Now, I always tell people when I listen to you that you give me a whole different type of vibe, like I said earlier. Now, Philly, the song Philly. I was speaking to you about that off camera.
Right.
The song Philly, man, it showed me a whole different side of you. It showed me like a personal side, like you was spitting some real life shit, you know. What made you decide to like express yourself on this particular beat and at this particular moment, or you've been doing it in the past?
I need to tap into it more.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Just getting more vulnerable and more personal in the beat. I just wanted to open up on this type of platform with the beat because it was more relevant. Like the beat was like Meek was, you feel what I'm saying? That was just what it was. But I'm gonna start doing that more. Like everything is strategic how I move, even how I write my music or what I want to say or how I want to say it.
Right.
So now that you know what I mean, the right moment is just coming along, the right beats is coming along. It's gonna be a lot more like different type of music, more storytelling. You feel what I'm saying? Everything coming in 19 for sure though.
Nah, it was some bars, bro. You know, like I'm really trying to remember every single bar that was like, touching or like being real relatable. It was a bar I want to say where you was explaining how you had to defend or fight for your cousin.
Right.
That it was something like that. Like standing up for him and.
Right.
It was
not deep down. You ain't really want to.
Right.
But you know what I mean. But depending on whatever reason. But that's what like. You feel what I'm saying? That's what that was, but it's gonna be a lot of like more connectual music, more as though like situational music where I'm gonna be tapping into what happened and you know what I mean, shit like that going on in my life and what has happened in my life.
Are you gonna speak on new beginnings, new lives?
For sure. Right. I'm gonna talk about the youngin' that just dropped and all of that.
I know that's something that like how like let me ask you that, man, like as a young black male, man, how does it feel, to tap into that, like to that side of life,
It's like you always hear like kids change your life, you feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be this, it's gonna be that, like depending on where you hear it from, you may hear it bad, you may hear it good, but like it's nothing like when you actually in it, you feel what I'm saying? So when you do experience that, it's just like new life, bro. It's like a fresh beginning. I just got a fresh plate, and I'm living for a bigger purpose now. So it's like I don't know, bro. I just look at it like I can never be mad. Like when I come back home or whenever I'm doing something, I probably get mad over. I just remember type, like you know what I mean. And it ain't no cliche shit, but it's just real rap because it's like that's who you responsible for. Right. So it's like. I don't know.
Do
bro,
that motivate you more, honestly?
For sure.
Like, do that motivate you to go harder? Like, I mean, I gotta get this shit now.
And it's not like I ain't trying to say I need it more and more. Like, I ain't need no more motivation, but it's just more fuel to the fire.
Right.
I already got my mind made up as far as where we could go with this and where we gonna go. That's just timing, but this just made it more sure and put more like, okay, now when you do get this done, this is who you doing it for real. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like. That's just more like confirmation, like, bro, this is not just you gonna get this done, but now you getting this done and getting her straight.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm looking at it in that perspective.
I respect that, bro. Like, congratulations, and also I really, wish you the best success moving forward with that journey. Honestly, you and your daughter, man, because like when I tap into that side, I'm gonna be grinding hard, just like you grinding as well. But to get back on your music, you just dropped a single with Love.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Why wasn't it on the Lake Show, or is this going to be on the Lake Show Volume 2?
It wasn't on the Lake Show because it wasn't like a remix.
Okay.
So with Love, like Keep It a Bean, that been recorded. Yeah, that was in the tuck.
Okay. archives out there.
Yeah. We just was like, just had that in the tuck. It's some more heat that we got, but I don't know, just like the flow and the traffic, that's what's going on right now. We just want to start pushing some original music out and just like let them know like I'm still rapping despite all the other like music that I'm putting out, which I am rapping, but just attack it on that type level. And you know what I mean? It's been good and get some good feedback.
I want to get deep into this lyric you said where you said, I still got rivals, but they ain't spitting the same, I believe. I may be paraphrasing.
No,
but,
for sure.
Like, can you elaborate on that?
I still got idols, but they don't rap the same.
They ain't rap the same. I said spitting the same. Yeah, rap the same. Yeah.
That was like shooting at Ye. A little bit at Cole, a little bit. That's just.
I do see where you coming from when you saying it's obvious with Ye.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
A lot of people may not see it with Cole, but I see where you're coming from. It seems like Cole, I think, and I respect Cole because Cole is great to me, but I feel like Cole is like, maybe it's like he's trying to get people attention.
Right.
Versus him being who he is.
Exactly. Like, and don't get me wrong, like I like Cole music. I love what he's doing, right? But I still think he could be a little bit more challenging with his music sometimes. And KOD definitely, it was okay. Like it wasn't like his best, like his features and his singles pretty much like was carrying it for me. I do like KOD. I like a few songs off KOD. That project before I ain't really like.
The letter for you or for you?
Yeah, that wasn't.
I ain't like
that wasn't a good joint for me.
Me either.
I feel like that was lazy. That was a lazy piece of work for me.
And people love that album.
See, that's just me.
I don't understand it.
But it's like he still showed like he's still a GOAT. Like he's still cool. But I just needed to see more. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
But
I just needed to see more. That's it. At the time that I wrote that verse.
Okay. Since
you know what I mean? So at that feeling, you know what I mean? Let's clear that up. Like,
right.
When I wrote that verse and then Ye was on some like, I don't know where he was at, but he wasn't really sitting right. And that was what came out right there.
Well, that makes sense since you just cleared that up.
You feel what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
It's not like a whole overview of Cole, because you know what I mean? He's still in my top for sure.
Right, most definitely. Now, I want to speak on some shit that, transpired, yo. I gotta switch it up like that. But, some shit that just transpired, man. This is the first episode of Next Up with Dev Hall. And, I'm all amped up to do this, interview with the one and only Mitch and Mitch Lakes, to be specific. And I was like going through the gram, the gram is like the new action news, and I see a disturbing ass video, dog. Like a disturbing video to the point where
I still ain't see it neither.
Yeah, I don't even want to show you that. Y'all show E. But I seeing disturbing video where I had to go to my team, like, yo, y'all see this? Like, I don't even know what that is. Like he was shot and I couldn't identify, and I say he, Nipsey Hussle, was shot and killed. Pronounced dead in the hospital today. And that shit is devastating, yo. I don't know what you got to say on that. Like, what's your remarks on that? Like, what's your thoughts on, the whole situation?
You know what I mean? Like I said, like, even when it happened, I'm just like somebody that you never met, you could really feel like you met them, like, through the music.
Impact, right.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, what they... watching their interviews and like the game that they give, like for the culture, genuinely, you feel what I'm saying? It's just, that was just a bad joint. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It was just a bad joint. Like, even now, like, it just happened like 30 minutes ago, but it's like, you know what I mean? He gonna be truly missed in the game. You feel what I'm saying? What he brought to it and what he was going to bring to it. You feel what I'm saying? And just as an artist coming up, you feel what I'm saying? Just paying my respects to him, like, you feel what I'm saying? To his family and all, like, you know what I mean, everybody down there, that's just a bad job, bro.
Yeah, it is. Sure. Like, you really can't say too much, man. Like, like I was having, I had on one of my previous episodes on one of my my own show, the Dev Hall show, I was talking to an entrepreneur, just real, about Nipsey Hussle. It's a lot of young black entrepreneurs and a lot of young, people or people our age that look up to Nipsey Hussle, or like
Right.
that's motivated by Nipsey. And
Right.
the reason being, he was one of those few, and at the time, one of those few independent artists that was showing people how to do it the way, they don't want us to know how to do it.
Exactly, and that's what sometimes causes a target.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We don't know the ins and outs.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Of what really went down, but Nip was tapped in and like not just in music. You feel what I'm saying? Just like you was talking about, like the entrepreneur side and black business, and you know what I mean. He just bought damn near that whole complex that his store was in. That he got Slauson, just like passed away in front of. So it's like, you know what I mean? We just got to put a lot of things in perspective as far as like the influence that we got, and like, you know what I mean, not taking that for granted. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Like that's facts. Like we were just, I don't know if you've seen it, but it was just all over the gram how him and Lauren London was having an interview question. Like a question, I don't know if you've seen the clip, but it was basically like, how couples be like, what's my favorite color? And stuff like that. I literally just seen this like a day or two ago. And it's like, it was on Genius. And it's like, damn, yo, it's effed up. It's like, it make you think, I don't want to really get too off the topic and stuff, but it make you think about some things that the world don't want us to know. Yeah. He was about to drop a documentary, and a documentary on Dr. Seavey, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. And, we know what happened to him. I don't want to say too much, but we know what happened to him. If you don't know, do your research. Go on Google, YouTube. And, he was the guy who, found the cure for AIDS, HIV. And, AIDS, and, you know what happened. I don't want to say too much on that.
Right.
But as far as the music game goes, I want to ask you something.
Right.
Do you feel like a lot of stuff is like really being fabricated in the music game, or is this scaring you as an artist, like to a point where it's like, yo, I don't even know if I want to get to this stardom, because it's like what I'm seeing is like this shit look fake.
Right. I mean, the game definitely like changed like throughout like this whole like era of music from like the 90s, like, you know what I mean, from Jay and like M and like Nas and all of that, but it's definitely fabricated, like as far as just the radio, what they play on the radio and what they drill in our ears. Like they don't want like uplifting and like music that push us forward, like particularly. And it's like, all we got is just the bubblegum music, like, you feel what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, like the mumble rap, like quote unquote mumble rap, it is like everybody likes it at some point, but it shouldn't be the forefront of hip hop. It shouldn't be like our vocal point, where it's like, if we turning on something, like anything on the radio, and this is constantly on the rotation. You feel what I'm saying? It's like 6 songs that get played like 8 hours out the day.
On the regular.
I don't know if people understand that. Like with a few little throwbacks.
No, right. The same throwbacks.
A little flash, right.
No,
so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, let's put that in perspective. And these is like the radio stations that's getting played all around the world in different ways. There's just different numbers. So it's like, that's what they want us to like think. This is how they want us to move. They want us to be, you know what I mean, just play with our money in any way, and like, you know what I mean, and just degrade our woman, whatever the case may be. Like, you know what I mean, not saying no part of music is perfect, but the overall, they don't want us to like push each other and come to our maximum like ability. So it's like, as an artist, for me, I don't really pay too much attention. I just analyze, you feel what I'm saying? I stand back and I just do my homework, and I'm learning today just like how to approach it on my music tip, because I could be rapping a certain way and just like, you should be doing this, you know what I mean? But I know that's just not the way. I still want to make people dance. I still want to make people move. Right. I don't want to get too deep too quick. So it's like, I'm like picking and choosing how I do it, but I don't let that affect my music at all, because at the end of the day, I know what I'm in it for. Right. And I know why I do it.
Right, exactly.
So whoever amount of people that I do touch, that's who I'm meant to touch. You feel what I'm saying? That's who I'm meant to impact. Right. And I go from there. Right. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel like we all see it. We all hear it. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, that's real.
it ain't no secret. Ain't no secret. Like we hear it for sure.
Nah, that's facts. I was just thinking, man, just looking at the, shout to T, man. With the edit, man. Definitely shout to T.
Oh, yeah,
but like, I'm just looking at the videos, dog. Like, just looking at like the team, the vision. Like, bro, on some real shit, yo. Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean, yo. A lot of rappers ain't got the image, yo. You got the image, dog. Like, you got like, if I didn't know you, it would be like, yo, how can I say it? It's like some bull with like a whole different style that's like you need to listen to. For example, Perfect. I'm not comparing you to him.
Right.
But the boy Chill Moody.
Okay.
For example.
Yeah.
Chill Moody is hot as shit.
Right.
But a lot of you really gotta be a rapper. Like you really have to be a hip hop fan or a listener to like know artists is like him. You feel me? And I feel like true hip hop artists will know who the fuck you is. You feel me?
For
and I'm saying like you see how this guy hype because that's real shit. Like I couldn't think of someone to compare him to, but I'm just thinking of someone that's hot that's like people are just still knowing, getting to know. Like he been around for a minute. You feel me?
He been in the game for a minute for sure.
You feel me? Like shit like that. Like,
I appreciate that though, man.
That's real, man. I really see you going far, man. I see a lot. Your whole team pushing you. We definitely gotta get the guy behind the scenes interview too.
For sure.
On the Dev Hall show, but not on Next Up with Dev Hall.
On a different note, for sure.
Could it be you calling me down? My foolish heart turns at the stars.
Yeah.
All that I am is all
This beat touched my soul, man.
The last time the audience seen you, you was having a show, Mitch Lakes and Friends. Are you having another show in the near future, or are you having something similar like that?
For sure. You can expect that. I'm not gonna give y'all no dates or no promises right now, but it's definitely coming soon. Like while the weather warming up, of course that's when people come out. So we're gonna try to like follow. We're gonna try to follow suit and give them like somewhere to go. Whereas like it's gonna be some good artists, some dope artists. We're gonna give them some live painting. You know what I mean? We got the merch. We're gonna bring out everything. You feel what I'm saying? And we just had a workshop this Saturday that just passed, Genuine Nation, Genuine Living, that went incredible. You feel what I'm saying? Brought people out in the community, gave them some financial gain. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like we're gonna just keep putting the pressure on, bro. Like coming in all directions, pretty much.
It's the team, man. The Genuine Nation team. You already know Mitch Lakes, man. They doing the damn thing. And on top of that, I don't know if y'all just paid attention to the last thing he just said. They just dropped the financial freedom workshop this past Saturday. Black people giving game to other black people. And
free game.
It was someone, he said some real shit today on the Snap, basically saying something like, yo, you're not doing this to help me. You doing this to better yourself. So if you don't want to better yourself, that's on you. So that's real rap, man. At the end of the day, we definitely trying to get people involved, in active movements, in active things, But I don't know what else to say.
Right.
Because I think we wrapped this damn interview all the way up.
Yeah, bro.
We got Mitch Lakes in the damn building. Hopefully we'll see him in the near future on Next Up, after he drops, the Lake Show Volume 2. We really having it sit down before the Lake Show Volume 2. So if there's questions that you would like to know, go on Mitch Lakes. Tell them where to find you at.
Mitch Lakes on Instagram. Who Mitch Lakes on Twitter, Facebook. I ain't on Facebook, but you know what I mean. Mitch Lakes on Instagram and Who Mitch Lakes on Twitter, man. Y'all hit me up whenever, man. I ain't no stranger.
Yeah, I was about to say, hit him up with any questions and things in that sort. And one thing I wanted to wrap up one thing I want to do before I wrap up, it's something about promotion and features. You said at a bar, say you're not paying for no feature because I won't leave it. That right there, I listen, boy. You feel me? So elaborate on that, man. We're gonna close it out like that.
I don't need nobody on no record. You feel what I'm saying? If we collaborating, we gonna do it out of love. We gonna do it out of listen, let's do something.
Right.
This not one of the joints like, and there's no shot to nobody who does do this.
Right.
This just ain't me. It's just not me. I'm not like, bro, I need a, what's the name? I need a little feature. How much you like? That's just, I'm not doing that.
Right.
I don't know who motherfuckers think. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
right.
need that.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? I just wanted to let that be known and put that out there. You feel what I'm saying? Because we gonna pop off regardless. We gonna stand down. Everybody who doing their thing in Philly, salute.
Right.
Everywhere else, salute. But when our time come, everybody gonna know, and we ain't paying no tax for that. I don't need to be paying no.
Like, you already know, man, because if you gonna do it, he gonna do it with love, man. That's real shit, man.
No, that's real rap.
That's how we gonna end this episode of the next
Real
show
rap,
with Dev
bro.
Hall. And
My
the
God.
one and only Mitch Lakes, man. Stay tuned for the Lake Show Volume 2.
Yeah.
Team. You already know how that shit go.
Yo.